Hey, what's up, Aaron? We're getting to my metal picks, September, and I got some good ones. I got some new bands. I got some bands I know. But let's start with my number one pick is Polaris Fatalism. These guys are new to me. I heard they're around. They're metalcore. They, at times with they go heavy. Also, they also have some clean vocals that are reminiscent of Linkin Park, and uh, I just feel like at times the something it sounds like Linkin Park, and it's not too heavy, but it does get pretty heavy. It's not like it's not like a wimpy metal album. It's like the opener is my favorite song, Harbinger. Nightmare is a good song. Parasite, with regards. The whole album smashes. Check out Polaris Fatalism. Number two, we got Stain, Confessions of the Fallen. This is a great return to form for Aaron Lewis. And, like, okay, it's not super duper metal. It's not heavy. It's got some ballads on it, like Here and Now, which made me cry. That was a real sad song. Especially the video where you watch like his dad get older and eventually dies, and it's a sad song. But the whole album you can relate to, whether it's addiction, depression, anxiety. You just really feel Aaron Lewis put a lot of heart into the album, and it's a real good listen to it. You can really just kind of connect to it, and it's heavy too. It gets heavy. He's got good growls. Like it's not like it's it gets real heavy at times, and I really enjoyed the new album by Stained. Next up, we have Baroness Stone. There was a time and place where I was going to college and I really wasn't listening to like the new stuff. This is where I'm like really driving into it now to kind of get back into the drive of metal. But these guys always stuck to me because when I was in college, I was listening to like people like Explosions in the Sky, Wolf Mother, and Band of Horses. But I was really toning it back just to kind of, you know, but Baroness always stuck with me, and they have a really cool. They're metal, but they're kind of like classical metal in like where it's like alternative metal, and I think if you really like give it time to listen to this whole album, it's a beautiful album. Another beautiful album by Baroness. The red album, the purple album, the gold album. Now Stone. Check out this one. It's really I love these guys. They're a good band. Now, Cannibal Corpse, Chaos Horrific. The new one from Cannibal Corpse. It's brutal. They always bring it. George Fisher is basically a carbon copy of Nathan Explosion from Deathlock Metalocalypse. But just through this album's really freaking brutal. Starts with the Overlords of Violence, which is about killing, and Frenzy Feeding is about killing on the frenzy and eating people. Summoned for sacrifice. Blood Blind, uh, Vengeful Invasion, Pitchfork, Pitchfork, Pitchfork Impalement, and the pseudo death metal ballad Drain You Empty. It's about just being empty and just lifeless. It's Cannibal Corpse. It's brutal. It's a fucking awesome album. I guess you're probably wondering why I got these on my list. These butt rockers. But they're new metal. I thought there was a few catchy songs on here, like "Come Back Stronger." It's really catchy. It's fun. New metal. People give it a bad rap, but it was easier for people to get into and to play this stuff on the radio. I mean, the radio gives you no choice. You want metal or not. And I think if you give this Saliva album a chance, and I'm not going to get into the whole debacle of how there's two singers now. They lost a guitarist. to who suddenly died, which is sad. And I thought it was a good album. It's easy to listen to. It's heavy. Next up, we have Primal Fear. They're power metal. They're a Germanic power metal band. Lots of like kind of uppity, like hard hitting power songs. You know, if you like Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, you're like Primal Fear. This is Code Red is called the album. It's got like a giant eagle on the cover. And then we have Tomb Mold, which is a new band to me. They're kind of like a more technical, proggy, progressive Cannibal Corpse. It's a weird combination, but it worked. Tomb Mold makes it. I like that name. It's like Tomb Mold. It's like you're trapped in a fucking catacombs. Those are my picks. I got some albums because this is my new video. I got some older picks from a few months back. Current, if you like Polaris, check out Current. Sleep Token. Don't sleep on Sleep Token. Shady Pun, great band. And then I was really getting into that Tomb Mold album, so I went back to this black metal album that came out a few months ago. Ulthar, Anthronomicon, and its sister album, the Helionomicon. It's a real like cerebral, ultra Lovecraftian like black metal album that you gotta give it time because the two albums together, it's like almost 2 hours. So if you really like give it like just listen to it and fall into the album, it's like you're going into like some transient never realm. It's cool. All right, everybody. I'm gonna try to do this monthly. I'm gonna pick my best metal albums, and you check them out. Let me know what your favorite metal albums are. All right, peace out.